Welcome to our Aikido Siauliai Ukemi tutorial. We'll be showing both basic and advanced Ukemi. They're going to be separated into two groups, so please choose the one which you feel is more appropriate for you. So we'll start right ahead with the first exercise. So in this exercise we're going to show you a basic forward roll, which starts from the knees. Actually it's a good warm-up exercise, but also works as a preparation for a soft high fall, which we're looking at in the advanced section of Ukemi. So you can start in Seiza with your toes up and place your hands on the mat. Bring out your back leg, and looking at this leg, make sure the leg is in the same line as the foot. This is not very stable, but this will help you with the hips. So my front arm as the front leg, I place the shoulder on the mat, and then I reach for the mat with the other hand. If you're flexible enough, you can touch and gently roll. Same thing here. So on the fingers, on the toes, back leg straight, forward leg as well. Shoulder facing down and reaching as you can, and roll. So in this exercise, it's the same as the previous one, the preparation for a soft high fall. In this one, you will be able to go up in a very fluid way and in a very soft way without using much strength. We begin this exercise in the same way. Now, as you roll, put your attention in the back leg and keep it straight as you can. You place it here, then the other leg is also straight. You lift yourself up through the side on the other leg. Then the first leg goes over, bring the knee on the mat, standing up again in Seiza, and bringing the back leg up and down. Do the same from the other side. Straight leg. One. Other leg is straight. Two. The knee goes down. On that. On that. Seiza. Stance. And up. So this is a basic Mai Ukemi, or forward roll from the knees. There's a few things you want to check before you start. So first of all, the legs, they should be in a triangle. If they're on the knee and the foot is on the same line, the balance is not really strong. So make sure that the front foot, is in the middle. Now there's the triangle. So now you're in good straight stance. The same here. So there's a few different ways you can do that. If you're still a beginner and learning to do this, and it's hard. First of all, make sure that your front hand is placed facing towards yourself, and it always stays straight. In a sense, it's round. You just make sure you don't bend the elbow. If you bend the elbow and you roll, it's going to hit the mat pretty hard. If it's straight, you can roll from there. Now the second thing, if you're not able to do this, and the ground seems too far, there's one trick you can try to use. So first of all, the hand is here. You can try to put the second hand far away. So this is not a basic roll, this is an exercise to get you comfortable. So place it here. So now the whole secret is to not skip any part of the arm. So the whole arm has to touch the mat. So if you place your hand here and you stand slowly up, you want to, as I told you want to touch the whole arm, so starting from here. So I stand up, put my weight here, and I touch the whole arm and roll from here. So try it again from the other side. Here. Putting weight on the front hand, supporting yourself, lifting up the back knee, and touching the whole arm and pushing yourself forward. So this should get you the feeling of rolling forward, having a straight arm, and this will help you to experience the exercise. Now the second thing you should look at is your hips. So even if you're an advanced aikidoka, sometimes that happens even in the advanced levels. So look at this. So your hips shouldn't go far up. If they're going up, the mat is going far further from you, and it's harder to keep a good contact. So try to go forward as if you're sliding on the mat rather than going up. So not here, rather here. So forward. So that will help you do this well. The last thing, if you want to become really good at it, you can try this exercise. So you can call it a ninja roll. So basically, what you can do, try to be as silent as you can. But the hakama won't work so well. So you can hike up your hakama, but try to be as silent as you can. So no sound. If you're able to do that, that means you have a good sense of your body, and that means your ukemi will be very good. So try to be silent. So now we look at a standing ukemi, so a forward roll from a standing position. So there's a few tricks you might want to use. So if you remember the last exercise from the knees, it's important to look at the hips. So if your hips are going up before you roll, and the mat is further from you, and it's harder to make good contact, so actually there's a trick that you can do to lower your hips rather than raise them. Lower and go forward. If you're a beginner and still trying to learn, a trick you can use, if you bend your legs far enough, you're still standing, but it's pretty much the same as here. So you can bend your legs, place the hands, and either do the beginner roll, supporting yourself here and touching the ground. The same on the other side. Bending your legs, placing the hand. Once you feel comfortable already, you can place the hands together, but still, knees bent, arms together, and not up, forward. Stay here. Bend. So if you're going from straight up, use the same tricks, but try to touch the mat as if you're touching it early. So don't go jumping towards it, rather try to touch if you're touching the mat from here. Now we'll be looking at a backward roll, which is called Aikido Ukemi. So we'll start as well from the knees, or sitting on your buttocks. So in the beginning, if you're trying to learn this, it's hard to figure out which shoulder goes where. So the legs is pretty simple. So one leg is bent, and the other one is down below it. So now, all the attention is placed on the front leg. That will help you figure out which shoulder to use and where to go. So if the front leg is the left leg, you're also going to roll through the left shoulder. So same front leg and same shoulder. And if you want to roll over the shoulder, you want to leave as much space as you can for it. So there are two ways to do that. One, you place your head to the side, as if you're touching the shoulder with your ear. But the other one is looking at the shoulder. So you can try both. So if I'm placing the ear on the shoulder, hands are here. You can try to figure them out here, just kind of getting them to the shoulder. They're going to go through that way. So lifting the back leg, going down. If you're trying to kick with the toes over the same shoulder, back. So if you had the arms and the hands in the right position, you're going to land just where you need them. So should from the back. Here. You also look on the shoulder. And for yourself. And try to touch the mat to the back. here. So right now we're going to look at a Aikido Ukemi from a standing position, so a backward roll from standing. So actually, you can start from the knee. I assume that you did already the exercise from sitting. This was the exercise before. If you want to continue gently step by step, you can start here. So normally in this stance the toes are up, but make sure before the backward roll you have to place the toes down. If they're up, you're blocking yourself and it's almost impossible to roll. So before you roll, you go down. So now you can go step by step, placing your buttocks, making sure you know which shoulder you're going to roll through. So back to the buttocks, then do the backward roll. So the same way which was there before, but you place yourself down. Right? So if you're able to do it from sitting, this shouldn't be too hard. So now from the standing position, it's actually almost the same. So just the only difference, you're going to have to bend the toes and put them here. Bend the toes, bring them here, knee, buttocks, backward roll, once more, toes, knee, buttocks, here. So now we'll look at the second part of the roll, so the standing up. So the more simple version is you roll, you end up on your knees, place your leg up, and stand up. So a bit harder, but it feels actually better. So you can use the hands to support yourself and stand up here. And one thing you want to look at as you do that, try not to have the feet too close together. If the feet are very close, there's a big angle on the knees. So when you're standing up, this means the knees will have to take a lot of strain, a lot of impact, which will, if you do that all the time, you will end up having knee injuries or knee pain. So once more, here there should be a distance, and you can stand. If you liked our video, make sure you press the like and subscribe buttons, and also let us know in the comments what other Aikido videos you would like us to make.